Okay, so now that we've broken down the prompt and we've gotten our thesis, you can look at this cool kind of notes thing, right? And our introductory paragraph is going to consist of 3 sentences: the hook, the opposition, and the thesis, right? So what I'm going to propose to you is that you put those 3 sentences, and I'll give you one of these sheets, in this top box. So this is hot, right? And we already know what our thesis is because we just wrote it. So I'm going to go ahead and write our thesis here by the T. Setting goals is important to individuals. Important to, and individuals' future, because it helps them not feel overwhelmed and keeps them focused. Boom. So there's my thesis, right? We've written it down. We took it from this page, right? All this stuff. And I know it's the last sentence because of my cool notes here, but I still have an opposition and a hook. But I'm not going to work on that right now. What I am going to work on are my 2 reasons. So what I want to do is what's called T. Topic, example, analysis. Right? And I'm going to do that for this paragraph and this paragraph. But I need to know what I'm writing about. So I just told you setting goals is important to an individual's future because it helps them not feel overwhelmed. So this one's going to be about helps them not feel overwhelmed. This one's going to be about and keeps them focused. All right, so everything here is going to be about not feeling overwhelmed, and then everything here is going to be about focus. And we're just going to do 2 different T's, right? Topic, example, analysis. Now, with some of my students, I also do T, E, E, S, T. Topic, same thing, example. But when I'm working with freshmen, they don't know what analysis is, so I break analysis down to explain your example, right? Synthesize it, which means tell me why it's important, and then transition. EST is the same as A. Okay, I just have to break it down for my freshmen because they're not as advanced. All right, and that's not a shout out freshmen. Hey, this is the first time they've ever doing this. So, all right. So your topic is just your first reason. All right. So let's just put it in the way that we have it. All right. Setting goals is important. To an individual. To an individual's future, because it helps them not feel overwhelmed. Right? And overwhelmed is like, whoa, you don't even know where to start. You can't even, right? So that's it. Topic is done. Example. I'm going to start off real easy too. A good example of this is, and then I'm like, oh, I forgot what my examples were. Well, guess what? I wrote them right here. So, not feeling overwhelmed, not knowing where to start. I like this one, video games or stages. Okay? Video games or stages. So, I'm going to say a good example of this is, a good example of this are, how about are, because I'm changing something, stages in a video game. Done. Boom. Now all I need to do is explain how stages in a video game are helping people not feel overwhelmed, and that's why it's important to set goals. So what I'm going to say is, when playing a video game, the stages get you ready. Get you ready to fight the boss at the end of the game. Right? Boom. So I just told you, hey, setting goals is important. I told you, hey, here's a good example, stages. And then I explained how the stages are a good example. So now you need to know, okay, I've explained that, but why is that important, right? Why is it important to learn all those things in the stages before you get to the big boss? So if you're anybody like me who used to have cheat codes and you would cheat and get to the big boss like in one level, you wouldn't be ready for them. You'd have to fight them over and over and over. So really, video game stages are really just what? Practice. So when a game has several stages, it is giving you chances to practice. And practice will, well, how about practice makes perfect? I know, a little cliche, but boom, that's your synthesis. All right, now you just have to do transition. So we're talking about how not feeling overwhelmed, right, can help somebody then feel focused. Right? When you're overwhelmed, you don't know where to start. You don't know what to do. You're just like stuck. Right? But if you take it piece by piece, it helps you focus on certain things. So I would say taking things piece by piece, and setting goals helps you get focused. Boom. Now you're done. That's your whole first body paragraph. It's about 5 sentences. You gave me your topic, you gave me an example, and you gave me a good analysis of it. So, and you're now even transitioning into focus. So you talked about how not being overwhelmed and setting goals can then help you with being focused. So now you're just going to do the same thing with focus. Right? Setting goals is important to an individual's future because it helps them not feel overwhelmed. Well, we don't want to say it quite the same way. So maybe we'll say when a person is focused, it helps them create goals and is important to their future. And you know what? This is not even the best sentence, and I may even change the sentence, but for right now, I just need to get the ideas out. So I'm going to go ahead and start right there. And I'll even say another good example. But before I do, let's look at these examples real fast. We said focus, right? We said focus, like a recipe or rules that keep you on point. So I'm going to say I really like rules, all right? So I'm going to stick with rules. And I'm just going to start off. Rules are a good example. Example of how focus can make you successful. As you see, yes, as FUL. Boom. That's it. Right? Now I got to explain it though. So then I'm going to say, for example, no. I've already passed my example. That's my rules. I'm going to explain. When people don't play by the rules, they do whatever they want. And most times get off target. Right? If you get off target, then you don't have a goal and you're not going to reach the place you want. Perhaps the biggest reason, why people don't complete tasks is because they get off target. Playing by the rules or setting goals, make sure that you stay on schedule and eventually hit your goal. That's it, right? Then I have to also transition down into here, right? Transition. So all I'm going to say is, focus is important to setting goals. So I'm going to start right there. Focus is vital to maintaining and achieving your goals and a better future. Period. All right. Now, the last paragraph is also three sentences. X, Y, Z. X is just to re-explain. Get it? Re-explain. I'll even misspell it. Explain. Re-explain your argument. So you're just re-saying your thesis. Right? And we already have it up here, so we could already start it. I'd say an individual's future is affected by setting goals because when we set goals, We don't feel overwhelmed, and we stay focused. And again, even if this is not what I want it to be, if it ends up not being everything I want, I'm going to reword it when I'm transferring this to this, your 26 line paper. But that's the next video. All right, so why is the topic important? Why is it important? And then the last one is zing. Zing is just a fancy way of saying final thoughts. And sometimes you don't even have final thoughts, but if you've learned something, that's definitely something you want to talk about, right? So, why is it important to stay focused on your goals? I said an individual future is affected by setting goals, because when we set goals, we don't feel overwhelmed and we stay focused. Why is this important? It's important because if more people focus on goals, more things will get accomplished. And then when I think of accomplished, when people feel accomplished, they feel better about themselves. All right. So the hook and the opposition is basically the opposite side. We did say one opposite thing. We said sometimes when we set goals, we get stuck. All right. So I'll even put the opposition right here, and I'll say some people believe setting goals may make a person quit prematurely. And that just means early, right? And then you say, however, in my opinion, and then here's your thesis. Setting goals is important to an individual's future because it helps them not feel overwhelmed and keeps them focused. Boom. So now the only thing that we have left, and I'm going to try to do it real fast, is our hook. I always like simile. Right? So I'm going to say setting goals